you're going to give me a word picture then, is that right?
Yeah.
Of like what you want. What do you want me to show you?
Yeah. So the first subject is going to be slip roads and dual carriageways.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Slip roads, dual carriageways.
Yeah.
So, background about my pupil. Tell me a little bit about.
Had around about 24 hours, and is a bit nervous about.
Have you done it before?
Yes, just going up slip roads or down slip going onto a dual carriageway is causing them a little bit of anxiety, knowing if they can get in safely.
Okay. So you're anxious about joining a dual carriageway on a slip road?
Yeah.
You've done it before, and so when I do this, because like, you know, the part 3 will be wheels moving.
Yeah.
If I've just met you, I would want to find out why you're anxious, and that's going to take more than a couple of minutes. So this is the bit I would do before we pick up the examiner, let's say. Yeah. And of course I would have seen you drive. Is that why you want it, as if it was like a part 3?
Yeah.
So I'd need to find out, because I don't know anything about you apart from what you just told me.
Yeah.
So I'd want to find some stuff out. Romps, recap, before setting some objectives, going for any main points, then practice.
Okay.
I haven't got my visual aids with me.
I've got a book and I've got some pens here if you want.
Ooh, colours.
Yeah.
In case I need them. I take it you got a slip road, just save me, or a blank bit of page.
There is some slip roads in the back. It says joining motorways on that one.
And have you passed your theory test?
Yes.
What did you get in it?
I got 44 and 52. So I just passed on the multiple questions.
So you got okay. Alright, so I don't know if I'll even need these, it's just in case. I'll grab a pen, pick one that works just in case. That'll do. Alright, where did these come from?
I'm just going to put them in there, that's it.
Alright, so I'm going to start and just talk to you. So I've never seen you drive. Let's do it. We're in roll. Abdul, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
So, obviously we spoke on the phone, didn't we? And I know that your other instructor, what's happened to him? What have you done to him? You've made him retire early.
Yeah.
What happened?
He became a nervous wreck.
He couldn't hack anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay. So your instructor's. I might be your new instructor. See what you think after the end of today's lesson. You can make your mind up. See if you want to book another one with me. So I know you spoke on the phone that you'd like to spend some time looking at dual carriageways, and just in your own words, just tell me why do you want to do dual carriageways today, Abdul?
Because I need to.
Great. Okay, why do you need to? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? What do you need to improve on?
Because I've got a test coming up.
Look at that, Abdul. What was wrong with that Bellico? What have they done there?
He came down the wrong lane, didn't he?
So in a minute we'll be going out there. Watch for that.
Okay.
Watch for that. Yeah. Okay. So why?
Because I've got my test. I've got my test in about 2 weeks' time.
Okay. So you've been to test. Do you feel you're ready?
Yeah, I kind of really do, but I just a little bit, going on that slip road, having to pick up speed and that, and then just making sure. I'm a bit worried if I can't maybe get on or something like that. It's just
okay, so just to make sure I've got this right, so when you join a dual carriageway on a slip road, you're a little bit worried if there's going to be a gap for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so just talk to me. What's your strategy? What's your plan? How do you deal with slip roads? Do you use a routine is what I'm really trying to get to.
Yeah, I've been taught MSPSL.
Very good. Okay, so if I've got a picture of a slip road here, just ignore that it says motorway. Okay, so we're going to be joining. Let's say that's the central reservation, that lane there, yeah. So you're going to be coming down a slip road. Just talk me through, as you're driving down, how you would employ your MSPSL routine. What are you doing?
So I check my mirrors, and then I start to pick up speed. I've kind of like been told to go no more than really about 50 miles an hour, because that can allow me to either accelerate or brake. And
brake? Are you going to? Why would you be braking down this slip road? Give me an example
just
of
in
when
case,
you might need
because
to
if
brake.
I can't get out.
Okay. I'm going to say to you, we want to avoid braking.
Okay.
Okay. If you're braking, that means you've overcooked it a little bit.
Okay.
It means you're not looking far enough ahead. But that would suggest to me.
Okay.
So you talk to me a little bit about your speeds. How you say you've picked this number of 50 miles an hour. Why 50?
Because I think if I need to slow down, then it's not going to be so dramatic. And if I need to accelerate, I've got another 20 miles an hour.
What if everything on this is doing 30 miles an hour? Would you still be doing 50?
I'd probably have to change my speed to match it.
That's it. So you're going to match it. So how are you going to judge it? How will you match the speed of other cars? And how are you doing it?
That's the bit I'm getting a bit confused of.
Okay, well if you're coming down there and you see nothing on the dual carriageway, then I'd agree with you. Get your speed up, 50, 60. Because if there's a lorry coming down here, what speed will a lorry be doing?
60, I know that.
Cool. So if you're doing 50 and he's doing 60, how quickly is he catching you?
If I'm doing 50, he's doing 60, he's going to probably meet me.
He's going to catch you up by how many miles an hour?
10.
10. So he's going to get to you, isn't he? Eventually. Not particularly quick. So if what would be a better speed for you? If he's doing 60 and you can match him, what speed should you aim for?
Maybe 70.
Yeah, or 60.
60.
You get it. I always think of it like, you know, you ever see the red arrows or any flight display where they all go together? Think of it like that. If you're ahead of them and he's behind, just go the same speed and you'll
okay.
be alright. If he's a bit close, then add a bit of speed.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You didn't talk about your position. What position are you going to go in down?
Yeah, I was always told to stay in like the left lane because it's longer.
Alright, good.
Because I've been in the right lane before, and my instructor said that if I'm in that lane, then it gets a little bit like tricky because you've not just got to look there, you've also got to look there because I'm going slow. Then
when might you use the right lane, the right side of the slip road?
If I'm overtaken, isn't it?
Okay, cool. Alright, so just to make sure I've got this right, you'd like to spend a bit of time just looking at your speed, building a little bit of confidence at joining the dual carriageway. So, little question, just before we start, just so we sort of see how we're getting on at the end. So I always like to just scale things to sort of see how you feel at the start, then we can compare that how you feel at the end, see if we've got any better or worse. Let's hope it's not worse. So in terms of your knowledge about joining, what you've got to do in your MSPSL routine, on a scale of 1 to 10, where's your knowledge?
Probably about 5, I'd say. 5 or 6.
Okay. Why only 5?
I don't really want to put myself too high because if I was high, then I'd be able to do it.
Let me ask you another question. What's your ability to do it like? Is your knowledge and your ability at 2 different levels?
Yeah, I'd say my knowledge is about 7 and maybe my ability is probably about 5.
Okay. So if we can push both of those up, so you've got good knowledge, it's just doing it, isn't it? Getting out there and doing it, feeling more confident to do it. So let's write that down. So your knowledge, you're a 7, and your ability, you're a 5. That's how you feel at this moment in time.
Okay.
So we'll look at that, and if we can make an improvement on it, then we're doing all right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So should we go and have a practice?
Yeah.
Good. So when we come to joining the dual carriageway and judging your speed, how much help, support do you need from me? Actually, I'll give you some options.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. I'll give you some options just to make it easier. I can let you get on with it, and if I feel that you're going too slow, too fast, I could jump in and say, Abdul, speed up a little bit, slow down a little bit, or you're just perfect. Give you a bit of guidance like that. Or I can go more than that, and I can just sort of just tell you off the bat straight away what I want you to do, so I'll give you more full guidance. Or the other thing is just nothing at all, just let you get on with it and only jump in if I really feel I need to.
The first one, what you said about,
yeah, let you kind of get on with it, give you a bit of prompt and a bit of guidance as required.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Now, just to make you aware, because it's our first time out together, like your other instructor, I dare say, did he have dual controls?
Yes.
So have I. So if I needed to keep you safe, I've always got that option, but I'll always do that verbally first, so I'll always ask you to do something, tell you to do something before actually physically doing it, and that would include steering as well. So if I thought you were putting us or anyone else in danger of your steering, then I could just come in. Right. I'd always tell you first, have to steer more towards me,
okay,
or whatever, you know. But that's like the nuclear option if I needed, just to keep us safe. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions before we get going?
No.
I've got a question for you, Abdul. Have you ever driven in the rain?
Yes.
Okay. So, are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
This vehicle?
Yeah.
So just show me where your wipers are.
Okay.
Good. And could you show me how you're going to turn your lights on?
There's auto on this one.
Cool. Show me how you clear the rear window. Very good. Show me how you demist the rear window. That would work when the ignition's on, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and how would you demist the front window? If you can just show me that as well. Alright, good. So can I leave that to you if we start misting up?
Yeah.
Need the lights on, wipers. So that'll be your responsibility. If you don't do it, I'll obviously remind you. Okay, but I'd like you to own that one, okay?
Okay.
And as we're driving, feel free to ask me questions. If I've got any questions for you, I'll ask, but I'll always pick my moment. I don't want to distract you, okay? And in terms of directions, I want you to follow the road ahead at all times unless signs or road markings tell you otherwise. If I need you to turn, I'll let you know in plenty of time. Alright?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
Good. Alright then. So we're all set. You did your cockpit drill right at the start, didn't you? So
yeah.
Just make sure you're alright.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
I'll sort myself out. Okay,
yeah.
So Abdul, when you're ready, I'd like you to start the engine. And just a quick question, before you start the engine, what two precautions should you take before you start the engine?
I'm checking this and this.
Had you done that?
Yeah, I did that
okay.
beforehand.
Alright, no, I just didn't see it. I just wanted to make sure you're aware to do that. And have we got any warning lights on?
Just the handbrake.
Good, alright, that's alright. We're good to go then.
Yeah.
So when you're ready, I'd like you to move off when ready, and we're going to head towards that exit and turn right. And look for people going the wrong way.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. At the roundabout, turn right. 2 roundabouts, okay? But the first one I like to go ahead, and at the second one ahead also, okay? So ahead of both of those. I want you to remember that roundabout, okay? So we're going to talk about that in a little while, okay? Okay. We'll come back to that one. So what I'd like to go ahead of this roundabout, and I want you to show me how you should position when going ahead. Okay, what have you been told? Just show me on this one. That's how many lanes have we got on this roundabout?
2.
That was better. Okay. Okay. We're going to come back to why it's better. So what I'd like to do, can you take the next left? Okay. Because if you're happy, I'd just like us to go around and just have another look at those roundabouts. Okay. Just before we start something new, okay? Just because there's something there I think I can help you with. Okay. And then left again at the traffic lights. You just secure it for a sec. So I want to talk to you about your lane discipline at that first roundabout where we went ahead. Alright. Because what you did is straight line the roundabout. Do you know what I mean when I say straight line it?
That's by going straight ahead.
Yeah, how many lanes were on approach to that roundabout or on the roundabout?
There was 2, but I can't remember if there was any lanes on the roundabout.
They weren't marked, but was there enough room to have 2 cars side by side?
Yes.
There was. So what would be the... I'll let you just focus on this. Okay. Let you just concentrate on what you've got to do. And we're approaching a roundabout, and I like to go ahead. Okay. Have a look at the sign. So you're going all other routes. Okay. So how many lanes on approach? 2. Okay, see the BMW, the silver one coming up behind you? Yeah. So we need to make sure we stay in our lane. Okay, what you did before, you straddled the lines, the lanes. Okay. So what would be the possible risk of that if there is a car coming up?
Oh, I could go into them.
So the next roundabout, turn left. Just ease off your speed there. We're just getting over the speed limit, and I want to talk to you a little bit about your observations there. So I'm just going to let you focus on this. So in a second we're going to have to change, we're going to go ahead. So have a look at the signs and road markings. Okay. What lane do you need?
Oh, the right lane.
So check your mirrors and have a little check on your shoulder, a little sideways glance. That's what was missing the last time we just changed lane. Okay?
Oh, okay.
We're going to go ahead. So think about your lane discipline. How many lanes are going in?
Oh, 2.
So what I want you to do is stay in your lane. Even though they're not marked on the roundabout, that's much better. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. And at the next roundabout, I'd like to turn left. And you aware of the speed limit in this road at the moment?
40.
It is, okay. It's just back there, you just crept up a little bit.
Okay. What was I doing?
This. You got to 43. And at the roundabout, we're going to go ahead. So can I leave the positioning to this roundabout to you? Just to show me that you've totally understood what we need to do. Yeah. And just, can you tell me why are you doing it? Why are you staying in your lane? Abdul, am I overloading you with questions?
Yeah, just
Okay.
trying to concentrate.
Don't worry about the answer, just show me, that'll be enough for me. Okay, we can come back to that later. Okay, good, well done. Are you ready to join the dual carriageway?
Yeah.
Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead at the light. So what lane could you use here?
Oh, it says I can use this one.
So just have a little look in, it's all clear. It's always worth doing that, Abdul. If you're turning into a dual carriageway, if you're going over a bridge, just have a look in. So what things could we be looking for before we join a dual carriageway?
It could be an accident, couldn't it?
Exactly.
I feel a bit nervous now.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a bit of help. So the main goal on joining is we need to get this speed sorted out, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I can give you a bit of guidance support with that. You're happy with what lane you're going to use?
The left one.
I think there's also an opportunity to get a little shoulder check in there because you'll be changing lanes when you join that dual carriageway.
Okay.
So I'll give you a little reminder on that as well, okay? Okay, so what's the change of speed that we're going to make?
Oh, national.
So this is our slip road. So let's match the speed of the car in front. That's it, you're doing a good job. Now where do you need to look now? Just keep in your lane, Abdul, keep to the left, use all the slip road. A little bit more speed, let's stay ahead of that lorry, match the speed of the lorry, look ahead, little shoulder check, good, well done. Okay, so speed, very good, observations, good. What could be better? What could we have done to let that lorry know we're going to join?
Oh, I forgot to indicate.
No, do you think that would have benefited the lorry?
Yeah, possibly.
I think so too. So should we look at that and include the signal next time?
Yeah, okay.
Good job. Just going to ask you a question. This car is just cutting in front of us. How do you judge a safe distance when you're following traffic?
Well, it's a bit difficult because it's been raining, so I'm not sure whether it's the 4 or the 2. So
would you describe the road as wet or dry at the minute?
I can see little bits of puddle, maybe wet.
There is. It is a difficult one. I'd actually go on the side of dry.
Oh, okay.
Because there are a few little damp patches when it's dripping off the trees.
Oh,
I think our road surface is pretty good.
okay.
So in dry conditions, what is the recommended?
2 seconds.
Is it 2 seconds or at least 2 seconds?
At least 2 seconds.
Good.
And I do it by the post when they go past the post.
Alright, good. So that wasn't a criticism of your driving, it's just an observation of that car come in.
Yeah.
And what could we do to, we're going to stay on this road.
Yeah, I checked my mirrors when he came in.
Okay. So what's the next hazard we've got to deal with?
The lorry.
Are you happy dealing with these lorries?
Yeah.
What would you normally do?
Check mirror, over shoulder, signal.
Good. So let's go to that shoulder.
Shall I go?
Is it safe?
Yeah.
Good. So once you've seen it's safe, you don't need to ask me. If you're safe, you can go. Okay. Well, what's good to see there, Abdul, is that shoulder check. What's the risk if we make a rush lane change and we just check our mirrors and not the shoulder?
That we could go out and then hit something.
So it's just show me what you're going to do here, really. Little shoulder check, that's it, good.
Okay. Sometimes when I'm driving, I do the shoulder check and my car goes with me.
That's probably because you're just turning too much. Your shoulders are twisted.
Okay.
Have a look at the hazards.
Yeah.
Get you focused on this. So what do we need to start planning to do quite soon?
Moving out.
Okay, so let the silver car go. Do you need any help with it?
No, I think that should be okay.
Pop a little signal on, but don't cross the lines. Just move to there and cancel. That's just letting that car behind know that we're going to give a bit of width clearance, just in case there's a man who steps out. So we're just protecting that work.
Okay.
So we can say thank you to him, because he just held back for us when we saw that signal.
Okay.
That's good. Just being aware of your surroundings and helping people out, keep everyone safe. Okay, so are you ready to have a go at another slip road?
Yeah.
Good. So what we'll do then we can take the next exit, which is about a mile, and then we can direct you back onto the dual carriageway, and then you can have a go at joining and looking at your speeds. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright. So can you see your signs coming up?
Yeah.
So are you happy dealing with the exit?
Yes, I'm good at exit.
Okay. And I'm going to give you some directions. Okay. So you're going to be taking the next road on the left, and I'll give you some advanced warning. Once we get into the slip roads, at the end of it, we're going to be turning right. Okay.
Okay.
So you can start planning that ahead of time. Okay. At the end of the slip road, we'll be turning right. There'll be a roundabout and turn right at the roundabout. So how would you position? So we could have planned that a little bit earlier there, couldn't we? So if you know that, you can come straight down.
Should I have indicated that? So is that alright?
Do you think you would have benefited?
I'm not sure, because he was in the right lane.
I would have done. We're going to be going all the way around this, back the way we come, so we're going to take the full exit. Just for now, treat it as turning right, okay? Now I want you to have a look at road markings in a second and just see what you're going to do. Good, well done. So treat it as turning right.
Could I have gone in there, matching lights?
No.
Okay.
Only an emergency.
Okay.
And we're going to take the next exit. Okay. Good mirrors. And so, do you want to give this one a go on your own to get your speed? So think about what's in front, but also think about what's coming up behind and trying to keep in front at a safe gap, okay? So using your mirror is going to be really effective. So you've got a lorry, let's get on the gas. That's it, keep it behind you, that's it. Keep all left, use all the slip road. Are you going to signal, let them know what we're doing?
Yeah.
Good, there's the glance, very good. I do my check, we're in, happy days, good job.
I was just a little bit worried about that red car coming back in.
This is why we signal.
Okay.
This is why we signal, to let them know they're coming in.
Okay.
What would you do if you didn't come in?
That's the $1,000,000 question. Do I have to stop or go on the hard shoulder or what?
Keep in the slip roads for as long as you can, and be prepared to stop.
Okay. Yeah, that thing worries me if I have to stop and then have to move off. That's
just focus on this up. Though, what's the lorry doing?
Oh, he's slowing down.
What are we going to do? So let's start planning it.
Okay. I can't go in a minute because it's
okay. If we were on that early, we could have done. Okay. So if we're looking far ahead, if we look as far as we can, look for problems, so we can deal with those and not get stuck. Okay. So that guy there, the 4x4, he was planning ahead of you, wasn't he? He got out, and he's now left you stuck. So think about your safe distance, because you're a little bit too close now, Abdul. Return to your 4 seconds, or at least, sorry, not 4 seconds. What is it in the drive?
Only 4.82 seconds.
Very good. So all these cars now have beaten us to it, and they've got out and they've gone and go around. So now we're stuck with the lorry.
Okay.
So what I'd like you to do, just stay in lane 1 for now. We're going to take the next exit when I'm going to go up the slip road.
Okay.
Are you happy to do that? Okay. When you're in the slip road, at the end of the roads, we're going to be going ahead and you'll need the right hand lane. There was the sound of a horn, but I don't think it was for you.
Okay, in the right hand lane.
That's it. So check your mirrors and move So now you don't need a signal for the BMW, you've just done that more gradually. Now look at the signs, there's either a left or right.
Yeah,
You can go ahead. We are going to go ahead, and now you've got the road markings to go ahead. So look at the more road markings and then decide what happens when the lane splits. See what you're going to do?
What's happened to that car?
That's it, looks like they've had a problem, doesn't it? So Abdul, just remind me, where are we going?
Straight ahead.
Good.
Not where he's going.
Not in the bush. And what's the speed limit going to be in the new road? Go ahead.
60.
Is it 60?
Well, it's a national, so it's a slip road, so it's 70 because it's
You
dual
can go up to 70, that's it. Because you might need to go up to 70 to match the speed of other cars doing 70 at the end of it. Okay. So what do we need to achieve on this one? With the speed, do you want me to give you a bit of guidance or I'll let you get on with it?
I thought I did alright last time.
Well, I did have to help you a little bit with the lorry. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I have instructed you last time.
Okay.
Maybe you could have done it. So I'm going to leave this one to you and see how we go. I'll only intervene if you're going to put us in danger, and I think I really need to say something.
Okay, thank you.
See his brakes lift off.
Yeah.
I mean, if you need to brake.
Yeah.
But keep space in front of you. So what's happening with the van?
He's
behind this. So let's check the mirrors and the plan to go round. Let's sort of think about the next move.
Okay.
That's it. Let's not get stuck. So now they're all going to come. They're all late to the party. Are we going to leave a gap for them? Anticipate that?
Yeah.
Good. So we're going to help. We're going to be helpful to the silver car, okay, potentially. See the van, the greeny coloured van, all the brake lights. They're all signalling now, so they're all going to look to come out. Check your near side mirror, just in case someone's going to nip up there and in front of you.
Okay.
This is the sign people often forget about, and this is where accidents can be caused. So here, I can hear one. There he comes.
Yeah.
So what do you think he's going to do?
He's going to car across.
So leave a space. We're not going to be precious about our space. We're going to always have space and time in front. So if people want it, they can have it. Good job. And the last check before lastminute.com before they come through. We're going to take the next exit in about 3/4 mile.
Okay. So
I'd like to see a little shoulder check.
A bit more. Okay.
Just move your head. Kiss the parrot. So imagine you've got a parrot on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Just give him a little peck on the beak. Just half a second glance. That's all you need. Just to cover off this blind spot.
It's gone like this.
Just a glance. Just a half a second. Okay, so we're going to take the next exit. This time with the slip roads, we're going to go to a roundabout at the end of it and turn left. So that would help you in planning.
Yeah, okay.
What are you going to do about this gap?
Check my mirrors and brake.
That's it. Good to show you brake lights there, okay? Have a look at the sign for the roundabout. We're going going to go left. What's unusual about this roundabout?
We can go around and touch it. I've done this one before.
Okay, don't change your gear now, just go round. You should have done that earlier. Okay, wait till you're on the straight and then change gear, okay? Rather than the corner. And at the next roundabout, like it's turn left. So what option are you going to do here? How are you going to deal with this?
I'm going to go left.
You're going to use the slip road?
Maybe just practice.
So think about the time of your gear. Get all your brakes and your gear done before the corner. So do it, slow it down now. Slow it more. Gear. Third.
I was in third.
Oh, beg your pardon. I thought you said fourth.
No.
Okay.
You told me to change the gear when I'm on the straight.
Sorry, my apologies. And again, I'd like to go ahead. He's smiling. He's smiling. And just show me what you're going to do about your position here.
I'm going to do like a C shape.
Good. And why are you doing that?
So I can protect myself from other cars. And other lanes.
Or you're not going to cut up in front of them. And ahead at the next roundabout. Just be aware this blue car's got a left signal, okay, behind, so he might cut in front. Keep an eye on him, keep an eye on him. See that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So, would you have been aware of that?
No.
Would you have been aware of that?
No.
So this is why we check out mirrors, all of them, because there are people prepared to do that.
I like that. That was good. That was good. I learned something from that.
So we've seen a couple of drivers today go in and no entry at the car park. So can we trust other road users? That's what we've learned today, isn't it? Trust nobody. And that's not a bad way to go. If you're thinking like that, people will cut in front into your nice little safe gap, that's fine. We accept it, we just manage it, we deal with it. What I'd like to do is take the third road on the right, this being the first one, okay?
Yeah.
And what's the car behind doing?
It's indicating as well.
Ooh, Abdul, what'd you do there? You had a little steer away from the centre white line there.
Yeah, I just thought I was going to maybe turn into that slightly.
Well, you thought you had your trade on, did you? Abdul, what I'd like to do is go on in, cut through the bays. If you could just slow down and be prepared to stop. In fact, yeah, just stop here.
Okay.
We can park it here and leave it at that. So I asked you to stop there. Why do you think I asked you to do that?
Oh, because they were doing some manoeuvre.
Yeah. So in the car park, is it okay just to come through the bays like you've done there?
Yeah, if it's safe.
If it's safe, yeah. And
I don't think it's illegal.
it's not illegal. People do it. But you just, when you're in the car park, you just got to look for other people doing it. And in terms of priority, if there's a car reversing, let's say you were reversing, and cars coming through, who kind of has priority in that situation?
I suppose they are, because they're there first, aren't they?
Well, the car reversing doesn't have priority because they're reversing.
Okay.
But in that situation, I would say no one, because what if they've not seen you? At the end of it, if you've had a collision, you don't want to be proving who's right and who's wrong. You just want to avoid it, don't you? You just want to look out for everyone and be prepared to like stop.
Okay.
So anyway, so are you if you can just press your little engine stop button just to kill the ignition, because I just see your lights still on. That's it. You can relax. And I just want to cover a couple of things. So the head, one of the big things I just want to talk about just now is that blue car and what they did. So you've said to me that you wasn't aware that they were signalling.
No.
So as in, just to be clear, we were going ahead in the left lane, weren't we?
Because we're going
there was a
straight.
lane 2 next to us, and there was a blue car with a left signal on. So this is you, this is them, and then they come up alongside you in the roundabout, don't they? And went left. Can they do that? Well, did
No.
road markings indicate they could do that on approach that roundabout?
I don't know.
No. There were no road markings. You can't turn left in a right lane.
Okay.
But we have to just look for other people trying to do that stuff.
Yeah.
So my next thing is let's think of it from their point of view. Why do you think they were doing that?
Because
Is there
was I
anything-
going too slow?
What was the speed limit on that stretch?
It was 40,
It was 40. What speed were you doing?
about 28. But I was thinking about the next roundabout.
Yeah,
Slowing
I don't. The roundabouts were quite close together.
Mm.
An experienced driver will make more progress there. Okay, they will maybe touch 40 then slow down. Whether that's necessary or not, I don't really think so. I don't think you're driving too slow, but you just need to be aware that people want to go faster than you, and often they'll see a learner and they think, do you know what, get in front of the learner. And that's what I think they were trying to do.
Okay.
So let's just sum up with the slip roads. So how do you feel now in terms of your ability to get your speed up and match other cars on a slip road?
Well, I did the last one on my own, didn't I?
You did.
But there was a vehicle slowing me down.
Do you feel you've improved from your 5 in terms of your confidence?
Yeah, I think I've probably gone to maybe a 6,
Okay.
7. Yeah.
And what do we need to do to improve that even further?
Practice.
More practice? Very good. So we can do that. I'm doing a short lesson day, by the way, Abdul.
Yeah, no,
I've got a dentist
it's
appointment.
fine.
No, I'm joking.
That's fine.
So I didn't make a note of time.
No, that's fine.
But
So it's about the
I
right
didn't want to
time.
go round and do it
No,
again.
don't need to.
Because you said you've got another 2 bloody word
I think
pictures
we just do
lined up for
another
me.
one or something. Yeah, just do half an hour each one. But, just so can I just ask you a few
Yeah, I'll
questions?
come out of
then?
rolls. That's
Out
it.
of
Yeah,
rolls. So
yeah.
well done, Howard. Sorry putting you under pressure there, but so it was very good. So
Shall I just pop them off?
don't leave them on because I just so I can get your feedback. Okay. So I made the mistake on the roundabout by straight lining.
Yeah.
What I'm kind of understanding that should you had agreement from me to go back and do it again on that part 3?
Ideally, yeah. I had to make a decision to get you to go left.
Okay.
So
would I be marked down for that?
In that, he could take a point off me if he wanted to. I'll take 51.
Would I get in trouble? Would I? Because I didn't agree. Because remember one of our guys,
What?
they made a mistake on the roundabout, and instead of asking him, can he go back to do that, he just done it.
I kind of made a decision, and then I said, "Look, are you okay to do that again?"
Okay, so as long as you say, are you okay?
And the only reason is because, right, I'm thinking, right, we either go on the dual carriageway or we go back and do it again. I'm thinking, right, we need to go back and do it again. I need to give you a direction so it's on time.
Yeah.
And then in that, amongst that, once I'd said, right, going to go left, are you happy to go? Should we go do that again? I kind of did say that.
You led it though, didn't you?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it was imposed on you. It was. But you can be direct. I would always say, do you know what? If you need to sort something out, go and do it again.
Yeah.
I felt it needed doing, and just think of your test with the position for turning right.
Mm-hmm.
You went round and then you moved on. And he's like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should go round, get it sorted. Don't go and look for more problems until you sorted these problems out. And the danger is that in terms of marking it, am I responding to your needs? No. You've straight lined a roundabout and I'm just going to say, oh, yes, yeah, we're going to do dual carriageways. So did I adapt the lesson? No. So all day long, if I coerce you into it, I'd rather do that and get it done. My job is to fix faults and sort you out. And if you like, oh no, I just did a slip, oh fuck that, oh no, we're doing it again, mate. Seriously, we're not messing about.
Yeah.
We're doing it again. I need to see you do this. And because at the time, that's why I did it like that.
See, that's the reason why Mike or whatever should ask you, what was the reason why you did that? And you should be able to explain. But what he does, he closes his book, goes away, and then he says, the reason why you failed today is because you didn't ask the pupil whether or not you should have gone round again and done it. That's the difficult bit, isn't it?
I can only do what I would do. In that moment, it's like, you know, we didn't know you were going to do that.
No.
And it's like, oh, okay. Right. Do I? Don't I? Yes, do it, adapt. Because honestly, the amount of feedback, I just know fact, I put my mortgage on it. But if you don't adapt there, you're screwed.
Yeah.
If you don't do that,
if
you stick to your plan, head right down. PDI stuck to a preset plan,
which happened to me.
Adapt,
which happened to me,
and didn't adapt to the pupil's needs. So in planning, it's all 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
And and it's like there were, in terms of me.
Yeah.
I missed an instructor check when you was doing 43 and you cut the lane, because I'm not watching you, I'm thinking check, you didn't. And by the time I've looked, I'm thinking, Christ, we've started to cross the line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my days.
There was a car coming when he was in the distance. But
yeah. So in terms of me, that I was like, oh shit. I was conscious that I made a mistake. I'm thinking, do you know what? Because I was thinking, what is Speed's doing? And you're looking in the mirror. I'm thinking, right, he's looking.
Yeah.
Then by the time I've looked, I'm thinking, we've started to cross the line.
How did that make you feel? Because all I can say is, like, if I make a mistake and I'm conscious of it, that's when it all starts to go wrong. How did you get out of that? Okay, that was that done.
I just thought, move on. I'm going to redeem myself just by making sure that we're going to get some lane changes in and make sure that you're looking, and I'll prompt you.
Yeah.
I'll really check.
You made sure you checked the
show that
other times.
That was a lapse, but I get the idea. I'm checking.
Yeah.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
That's one of the very important things for me that changed my way of doing things. So I was really struggling with these things. Like when I made a mistake, I was dwelling on it.
Shall I do that? So just do that. So we can record the second one, because they're